Guys, taking a look at Pangolin this morning, PNG USD, the United States dollar pair daily chart, Coinbase for the price data here, tradingview.com for the chart. Overall, we're looking at the markets here. Bitcoin cooling off a little bit, nothing too crazy. Pangolin, on the other hand, is still pulling back to the downside. We still have some major resistance to talk about and some possible lower targets potentially where this thing is going to head to. So we still have our top for Pangolin up there at between 65 and 72,540. That's these two levels, guys. That is still major resistance. We had a little reaction on the pullback at the 52,400. And so far, we are still making lower lows for our every day here. So we are not at a bottom yet. We have a couple targets to talk about to the downside, potential moves lower. Many of you probably don't want to hear it, but that is what we have on these charts. So that's what we're going to share here, guys. So we have a potential support area. 27,445 is the next level I have on the charts, and I don't have anything higher than that right now. So we're at 38,329, the 2nd of March, and the next level below that is 27,445. So that's a very big spread here, and you could see price is still continuing lower, and that starts to indicate to me that there's a good chance we're heading back down to the 27,445. It's a pretty large move, but that's the next level to watch for as markets pull back. And the markets could actually go much further than that, so I wouldn't be surprised. But we're going to start with that because that's what we have on the chart. So the 27,445 from where we're currently at, price of 38,251. 38,251, and then down to 27,445 would put you down about, let's see here, you could call it about 28% lower than where we're currently at. So let's say that dropped down today, you would be at basically a 39 or so, 40% move because we're already down 10.5 or so. So pretty big pullback. But I mean, let's look at it. Let's look at this, guys. You're already off the highs. 54. You're already 54% off the highs. So to say that we're going to move another, well, keep in mind we're down 10. So for us to move another 27 or 28%, it's nothing. It is very possible. And like I said, if I had any targets higher than that in this range, I would put them up there. I don't have them. They don't exist in my book. So yeah, the next one, like I said, is 27,445. About a 27 or 8% lower move. We're already down 10.3. Below that, let's say that doesn't hold for very long. Maybe we get a reaction like we did here. We got 1, 2, and then support. So let's say we get a 3-day reaction there, and then the price continues lower. The next level would be 18,701. 18701 would be that level, guys. And from where we're currently at, that's going to put you down another 50% from where we're at trading right now. So 50% lower would be that 18,701. And even that, guys, I mean, we could see a move really down into this old range here. So the upper end of this range is like 13.5, 13.3. So 18,701 is very possible. There is definitely some support here at the 13.5 in this old breakout zone, and a pullback all the way to that. And as long as it found support, would be totally fine. And then the price could continue on. So these targets are definitely not out of the books, guys. Large markets, when markets go straight up, it's not sustainable. They usually get a equal and opposite reaction, and then we'll see if we got to reevaluate from there. So to the upside, let's say Pangolin does just happen to reverse before getting down to our 27,445. We would watch our levels as we go back up again. The same levels, 52, 65, 72, 88, and then 1069. All of these. But until that happens, right, until we start to move back higher, we're not going to talk about anything, higher than $1.06 right now, or $1.07. Because like I said, the momentum right now has switched to the downside. And of course, it could just be short term and end and then start to go back up. But let's keep in mind, guys, this thing has made a very large move. I mean, you're at let's see here, 900% plus move. So you're talking pullbacks of 50 or so percent. That's nothing. That's, it's nothing at all. And then if you even take, this lower part here, which was back in, 2023, you're up huge from there. I mean, you're at a 2,000% move from where we're currently at if you held it back then. And I know some of you probably have been. So let's not write off that these lower targets are way too far. Pangolin will not pull back to them. Of course it can. And like I said, I think it could pull back further. Doesn't mean it will, but it's very possible. I mean, the upper end of this zone here is support. Anyways, guys, so just keep those prices in mind. Not financial advice, but that's what I'd be watching here is to be in denial in the markets is a dangerous place. So just you got to know what's possible to the downside, what's your risk, and then to the upside, what's your risk. So 27,445 and then 18,701 are areas of potential support and stopping points for price. And then above the market, like I said, if we start to rally, targets would be 52.4 and then 65, 72.540, 88.6, 106.9. That basically covers all of that. And if the price starts to turn and we start to move higher, we'll be back. We'll be talking about some higher price targets. But for right now, we have the top is in, and we'll see how far this pullback goes. But so far, when we continue to make new lows here every day, that can just keep going on until it changes. There's no reason to think that the price is going to move higher, because right now it's not. It's telling us that it's moving lower. It's not done. Eventually, it will be done. And until then, just let's see what's going to happen and look for points for the downside for it to potentially find its bottom. Guys, thanks for watching. If you want to be notified, turn on the bell. Go ahead and join us here on the channel. Appreciate all of the new and current subscribers. You guys have a good one.